Hi there, I'm Daisy, and I was just streaming for like 10 minutes, mainly just recording this video, and my mic was just not working like the whole time. I mean, I should pay more attention, but I guess it had selected, like it had defaulted to, well, I don't know, it set my mic, it said it set it to default, but this is my default mic, so I have no idea why it wasn't using this mic. But yeah, so that was all just me talking to absolutely no one, which I'm already doing, but I mean, at least I'm like recording videos. But yeah, no, I was just recording nothing. Anyways, it's 3:16 a.m. I stayed up way too late. I'm really, really tired, so I'm just gonna try to get some stuff done. This is where we last left off with this how do conditional statements and logical operators work. I just read all this stuff. I had several little remarks to make as I was reading through it, but I think I'm just, goodness gracious. Well, man, that sucks. I mean, okay, at least now I know I need to pay a little more attention. I mean, it's not that bad. It was just like 10 minutes of me reading stuff to no one, but, I just feel doofy. I feel like a big fool. I've made a fool of myself in front of everyone. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to just keep this one short. Basically, I was just saying that I don't have the energy in me to do this whole lab thing tonight. I'll do that tomorrow night. I'll be sure to get lots of sleep tonight. This morning, I mean, and try to get on stream earlier rather than later. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna read this stuff and then do this little workshop, this whatchamadinger thingy. Anyway, yeah, so these are operators, these are booleans, these are this and that. I mean, I don't even know why this is mainly for me. I'm just doing this for me, so I don't really need to recap everything. Where was I though? Yeah, I mean, it's still sad. I like, oh, see, now I didn't even, oh, geez, I am really tired. I didn't even change the scene away from the just a moment thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, and there's a big box here because I changed some of the chat settings and I put like an opaque box there with, I think, like white text on it. So, like, because last time there was like a chatter, I think it was a bot or something, but they like put in chat, but then it was black text on a black background, so you couldn't see half of the words. It was really weird. Actually, I'm gonna try it out right now really quick. I'll say hello world. Seems appropriate considering. Hello world. Wait, it might take it a second. Yeah, that looks terrible. I can barely see that. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, well, I got a little bit of fixing to do. Wait, maybe I can actually just... Now let's see how it goes. See, now I'm spending more time just doing stream stuff than actually what I'm supposed to be doing. Wait, okay, let's try this again. Let's say print hello world. See, we're just, that's a little bit of coding joke there. How's that look? Did it change? No, it's still not the right color. Okay, well, I don't have the slightest idea how to fix that at all. Well, I kind of have to fix it on stream though, right? I may as well. I'm too tired to like actually do any coding or anything. Maybe I should just make the Man, I don't know what to do. Should I just make it like another color? What happens if I make it black? Alright, let's try this. Hello. That's what the chat will say. Come on. Please show up. It just doesn't change color at all. No matter what I do, it's not changing color. Well, okay. Well, what if I do this? I make it like that. Yeah. I don't know. I can't really have a hard time seeing that. Okay. What was I? Oh, right. I'm very sleepy. I'm struggling here. Yeah, oh yeah, hello. That's what I was doing. I need to test. Come on. Don't fail me now. Okay, so I'm beginning to realize that it's because I made the text opaque. It just makes the entirety of the text. I guess I kind of thought it would make only the box like opaque, but it appears to just be, it makes it so the text is barely visible. Well, okay. Well, I have a bit of a solution in that case. Not like a solution, but I guess just sort of like a I guess the best of a bad situation. We'll just turn up the opacity. Yeah, it's at 10%. We'll make it like 30%. Oh boy, but that doesn't look good now. That looks awful. Okay, well, whatever. It's no one's chatting right now, and there's not really a whole lot going on the screen that I'm blocking, so that'll be my temporary fix. Okay. Let's just get to coding. I'm not ready to fix this right now. Okay, you are an adult. Oh yeah, we were down here at the if, elif, else. You can use as many elif statements as you want. Now that you understand how comparison operators and conditional statements work in Python, you can start writing programs that make decisions based on logic and input. Whether you're comparing values or branching through multiple conditions, these tools are the foundation to write flexible, responsive code. Perform mathematical calculations? No. Compare two values and return a value. Oh geez. Compare two values and return a Boolean value. Man. Good grief. I'm just so bummed about everything going on. I'm like, I can barely concentrate. I'm very sleepy. I didn't have the mic done properly in the first place. I didn't have my scene set up properly. I'm on a roll. That's good though. It's good to be facing all this. Oh yeah, and my chat's all screwed. I don't really know what to do. I don't know how to make it look better. I mean, I guess I can. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's just something else I gotta figure out. I gotta focus on this. I just can't keep worrying. But I'm glad to be facing all of these hardships right now, because that just means, you know, it's gotta happen at some point. You gotta deal with the scuff and deal with the bull crap. Man, I don't even want to like post this. I will though, for posterity's sake. I don't really know what that means. I'm gonna Google posterity. Posterity definition. Refers to all future generations of people or all descendants of a specific person. Okay, no, I'm not doing this for posterity. That's hilarious. Posterity. I'm doing this for the future generations. Alright. Alright. Yeah, okay. What will this do? Age equal to 18? No, equal to... Oh, you are a child. You are a child. Well, the expression 3 is equal to or greater than 4. I mean, that's just false. Okay, yeah. Looks like I am mastering these concepts. What are truthy and falsy values? Why are they even called that? How do Boolean operators and short-circuiting work? In the previous lesson, you learned how to use comparison operators and conditional statements to control the flow of your programs. I certainly don't feel like I'm controlling the flow of anything. While those are very powerful, you will often run into situations where you need to compare multiple values. This can lead to nested conditional statements. What? Oh, I see. If is citizen, if age. Okay. Yeah, that's just when like a loop is in another loop, right? Wait, that's not a loop. That's just a conditional statement. A loop would be like while or for. Actually, I don't know. Is while a loop? It seems like it would be called a loop. I am more and more realizing how mentally, what's the word? Mentally, what is, I'm facing mental limitations due to tiredness. Okay, the above, can't you like and or if is citizen and age is equal to or greater than 18? Maybe they'll just teach me both. They'll teach me that later. The above example will be is citizen true, so then go to nested if and check if age is greater than or equal to 18. If age is greater than or equal to 18, the message printed is you are eligible to vote. If is citizen were false, the message printer be you are not eligible to vote. Oh, so... Wait, so does that mean if is citizen but not age 18, it would also go down to the else? I think so. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If you are working with more complex conditional statements, you can use Python's and or not. Oh, that's what we were just talking about. And everything I've been learning is stuff it's all knowledge that exists somewhere in my brain. Deep in the wrinkly recesses, the wrinkly, squishy, slimy bits of my brain. Let's take a look at what truthy and falsy values are. In Python, every value has an inherent Boolean value or a built-in sense of whether it should be treated as true or false in a logical context. What? Okay, many values are considered truthy, that is, they evaluate to true in a logical context. Others are falsy, meaning they evaluate to false. So, like, none. These are falsy? So 0 is falsy? So like if I use is false on 0, it'll be like, yes, 0 is false. Programming's silly. Empty strings. What if there's a space there? Other values like non-zero numbers and non-empty strings are truthy. Oh my lord. I might not even do that workshop after this. I think I might just go to bed. I might just need to go to bed. Like, it's weird because I even on like other nights where I felt a lot sleepier, I was like more able to think. But like I just feel so I feel so airheaded right now. I feel so scatterbrained. But not scatterbrained like, I just feel like foggy in the brain. I feel brain foggy. Yeah, that's more accurate. Scatterbrain makes it sound like I'm like super energetic but can't focus. I feel more like well, it doesn't sound super energetic, but you know what I mean. It sounds more like I'm having trouble like thinking of one thing at once, but I like am just not able to comprehend stuff. Non-zero numbers and non-empty strings are truthy. So it's not even going to give an example of truthy things. It's just like all the stuff that's not this. Just like a string that isn't empty, a number that's not zero, that's truthy. Great. I like that. If you want to check whether a value is truthy or falsy, you can use the built-in bool function, which explicitly converts a value to its boolean equivalent and returns true for truthy values and false for falsy values. Here are a few examples. Oh. So that's kind of like what I said, where you could use is true, but this is more like it'll just straight up tell you true or false. Oh wait, the is true statement also returns true or false, right? Or if you say like is false. Is that even a thing? I didn't just like that's a thing, right? Is false. The is false function or is false method or something. Holy crap, this is the worst coding session yet. This is the worst recording session. I'm having fun though. I'm having a good time. It's always fun. We have fun here, even when we're not having fun. We're still having fun. It's fun. We're fun. False for falsy values. Here's an example. Oh wait, true for truthy values and false for falsy values. Who came up with this terminology? Oh, what's funny is actually like really silly sounding stuff like this is more memorable to the human brain because it stands out more. So maybe they had something going on. Maybe whoever invented this was like a psychologist and a neuroscientist, and they were actually a genius. And calling them truthy and falsy was the smartest thing they ever did. Maybe they were just a big nerd, though. We can take a look at Boolean operators, which are known as logical operators or Boolean operators. Wait, what? Am I insane? This isn't just my brain pulling a trick on me, right? We can take a look at Boolean operators, which are also known as logical operators or Boolean operators. Right? That's them making a really weird sentence. Am I crazy? This is weird, right? Like Boolean operators, which are also known as logical operators or Boolean operators. You wouldn't like say that, right? That's like not a normal. That's a strange thing to say. That's like saying ducklings, which are also known as baby ducks or ducklings. Like that. Because I feel crazy. I feel very crazy right now. These are special operators that allow you to combine multiple expressions or multiple expressions to create more complex decision-making logic in your code, also known as decision-making logic in your code. There are 3 Boolean operators in Python: and, or, and not. Let's first take a look at the AND operator. I just can't get over that. Boolean operators, which are also known as logical operators or Boolean operators. How could they do this to me? This is the worst time to be throwing sentences like that at me. When I'm like at my lowest. I'm at the lowest that I've been in ages. Oh my god. Okay, I just need to finish reading all of this and then I'm gotta go to bed. Everything is going terribly right now. I have not been forced to confront my own weakness of the mind in such a dramatic way in a very long time. The AND operator takes 2 operands. Is this the first time they've used this word in this whole lesson? I feel like it is. Bro. This is... Oh, it's bad. This is bad for my brain. Yeah, the AND operator takes 2 operands and returns the first operand if it is falsy. Otherwise, it returns the second operand. Print is citizen and age. Wait, what? Both operands must be truthy for an expression to result in a truthy value. Here's an example. Is citizen equals true, age equals 25. Print is citizen and age. And it only prints 25. In the above example, the number 25 is printed to the terminal because the AND operator will evaluate the second operand if the first operand is true. The AND operator is also known as a short-circuit operator. Short-circuiting means Python checks values from left to right and stops as soon as it determines the final result. That's a clever name, because that kind of is exactly what happens in actual circuits. You'll often use AND within if statements to check if multiple conditions are met. Here's how you can refactor the earlier example to use the AND operator instead of the nested if statements. If is citizen and age equal to or greater than 18, print you are eligible to vote. Else print you are not eligible to vote. In the example above, if citizen is true and age is equal to 8 or greater than 18 evaluates to true. Since both operands of the AND operator are truthy, the condition is citizen and age equals to or greater than 18 evaluates to true, and the print call in the if block is executed. The print call in the if block is executed, as opposed to the print call in the else block. Now let's take a look at the OR operator. This operator returns the first operand if it is truthy. Otherwise, it returns the second operand. Oh. I didn't know they really I didn't realize it worked like this. Cause you think if you said, if you remove this part and you just told it to print is citizen, you'd think it would print out true. But it doesn't, but it does print out age. Cause age is 25, it prints that out. It checks from left to right and stops as soon as it determines the final result. So true just means go ahead and do the next thing. Oh my gosh. So is citizen is true and age, so it evaluates true, so it prints that. And then this is the operator returns the first operand if it is truthy. Otherwise it returns the second. So since 19 is truthy because it's not a 0, it prints 19, but then it just doesn't bother checking. And what if you just said print is employed? Would it just say false? An OR expression results in a truthy value if at least one operand is truthy. Oh crud, someone tried to post in my chat and it got like auto smart detected. And it's just a person saying top viewers at streamboo.com. I'm gonna deny it. Deny. Haha. Cool. It like auto detected that was like a spam or like a bot message, and then asked me if I wanted to let it post or not. That's the first time I've seen it. It says it's in beta. I think that's a solid feature. Anyway, now let's take a look at the OR operator. Oh yeah, I still gotta fix my chat. I'm gonna just figure a lot of stuff out tomorrow. And I think I gotta do more figuring out my mic, because I'm still not satisfied with how things sound. But it does sound way better than my first stream. Let's take a look at the OR. This operator returns the first operand if it's truthy. Oh wait, I already read that. Okay. So just 19 because the first operand age is true. If you need to check if one or more expressions is true, you can see the OR operator. If age is less than 18 or is student, you are eligible for a student discount, else you are not. Oh, so even though they're over 18, but this is true, it does this one. In this case, the first one is false, but the student is true since at least one is condition is true. The entire OR expression value is true, and the discount message in the if block is printed. The last operator we will look at is the NOT operator, which takes a single operand and inverts its Boolean value. It converts truthy values to false and falsy values to true. Okay. Unlike the previous operators we looked at, NOT always returns true or false. So if you say print not 0, then it's true. Not 1 would be false. Wait, really? So like no matter what number I type in, if you say like not 5, it'll say false. I mean, I guess, yeah, that's how it works. It doesn't work as logically as I'm trying to think. Computers are like very, very logical to the point of being kind of illogical. It's common to use the non-operator in conditionals to check if something is not true or false, like this. Is admin false? If not, is admin. Oh, I see. Yeah, so if not is admin. So this, if someone's logging in who's not an admin. So this is true. Well, I mean, this statement is true. If not is admin, it isn't admin. Since is admin is false, then not is admin is saying false, which is not saying not false, which is true. So the message access denied for not administrators will be printed. Now you understand truthy and falsy values. Or not operating in short-circuiting, you can write more flexible and readable conditional logic. This will do age equals 20 has ticket true. If age is equal to equal to or greater than 18, yeah, you can watch the movie. Which volume is not considered falsy. The string false is technically true because it's a not empty string. This one is the first one I've seen that kind of looks like it's actually supposed to be a like trick question. Because they put a truthy thingy that just says false. What happens when Python evaluates the expression x or y? It returns x only if both x and y evaluated true. No, it returns x if it evaluates true and skips evaluating y. I think so. Left to right, like they said. It always evaluates both x and y regardless of their values. No. It returns false if either x or y is false. Well, that's not true either. Okay. We did it. We did it. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. Alright, thanks for joining me. Thanks for having the patience to deal with me. If you're ever watching this in the future, thanks for tuning in. It means the world to me, because it means that this is not all for nothing. It all was for something. It all matters in the end. If I can just reach one person, even if it's just future me. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm going to bed. Good night. I'm out. Alley-oop. Arrivederci. Do svidania. Sayonara. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Paalam. Adios. Bye.